Yo, you ever hear a song so real it makes you want to fight the government? Yeah, that was basically Gil Scott-Heron's whole career. And if you don't know him, you definitely know his influence because without him, there's no Kendrick, no J. Cole, no Beyonce doing Homecoming either. Let's talk about it. Gil Scott-Heron was born in 1949 in Chicago, but he grew up in Tennessee and later on in the Bronx. His dad was a professional soccer player, which was a rarity back in those days as far as the sport goes. But it was his grandmother, an activist and civil rights organizer, who really shaped and molded him. Gil was that kid in school who was always super smart, always reading, but always questioning everything. He got a scholarship to a bougie prep school where he was one of 3 black students, and he was like, yeah, this ain't it. He dropped out of college, but not before writing a novel at 19. At 19. And then he was like, let me get into music real quick. And boom, Small Talk at 125th and Lenox Avenue dropped in 1970. That album gave us the song, The Revolution Will Not Be Televised. And listen, this wasn't some catchy jingle. It was a whole indictment of American media, capitalism, and the fake woke energy before Twitter even existed.
The revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be brought to you by Xerox in 4 parts without commercial interruptions.
He was calling out how mainstream media distracts us from real issues, literally the same conversation we're still having about social media and clickbait today. Now here's where Gil Scott-Heron became that guy. His style, spoken word over jazzy, funky beats, laid the foundation for hip-hop. But when people started calling him the godfather of rap, he was like, don't put that on me. He didn't hate rap, but he felt like a lot of artists weren't using their platform to say anything meaningful. Basically, he was side-eyeing rappers the way boomers side-eye Gen Z on TikTok. But here's the thing. Being a revolutionary ain't easy, and Gil struggled. He battled addiction, got locked up a few times, and kind of faded from the spotlight. But real ones never stay down for long. In 2010, at 60 years old, he dropped I'm New Here, an album so raw and introspective, it had the music world shook. Artists like Kanye West and Drake were even sampling him, and the culture never forgot. Even though he passed in 2011, his influence is everywhere. When Kendrick says, we gon' be all right, when Beyonce puts Malcolm X speeches in her music, when J. Cole gives us a whole album on systemic oppression, that's Gil Scott-Heron's blueprint. He walks so conscious rap could run. So next time someone tries to act like hip-hop is just vibes and no message, put him on to Gil Scott-Heron. The man was the message. Drop the Revolution is televised in the comments if you learned something new. And don't forget to like, share, and follow the Mojo Chronicle because y'all will get this education.